What's going on, guys? Moto AK-47. I'm out here in the vet. Just want to talk to you guys real quick for some of my new beginners with manual cars. So if you're not a new beginner, you already know how to do this, go ahead and click on to one of my other videos. But for my new people that don't know how to drive a manual car yet, or you do know how to drive a manual car and you don't know how to get started on hills, so that's a little bit more skillful for driving a manual car. But to park, we're going to go over to park first, and then let's say you leave your car and then you come back in to get started going when you're parked on a hill. So to park on a hill, all right, so there's a little hill right here. It's not by no means the biggest hill in the world or anything like that, but just for video sake purposes, it's a little hill right here. All right, I'm going to park in the center of this hill. All right, I'm at the center of the hill now. So to park, we want to push in the clutch, put our car in neutral, lift our e-brake, all right, and then you want to put your car in gear, okay? So you want to put your car in first gear, all right? Then you want to shut your car off. So you're on the brake, you're on the clutch, your car is in first gear, and your e-brake is pulled up or on. All right, and then you want to shut off your vehicle. After you shut off your vehicle, now that's when you can release your brake, okay? So now we're parked on this hill right here. Now, the car will not move now, even if you're on a hill, because you have your e-brake pulled up or on, and you have your car in first gear. This, having it in first gear, is just an extra precaution in case your e-brake fails, okay, all right? So what that's doing is leaving the car's wheels locked up so that the car won't roll forward if you're on a down incline, or roll backward if you're on an uphill incline like I'm on right now. I'm on an uphill incline. So my car isn't rolling backwards, and I'm parked, and now I can leave my vehicle, go do my shopping or whatever I got to do for getting out of the car and parking. And then once I hop back in the car, guys, here is the little more skillful part of leaving from a hill or leaving on an uphill, okay? For a downhill, it's a little easier because your car is already using gravity and its momentum to roll forward. But for leaving on an uphill, it's just like you're starting off in first gear. So if you haven't watched my previous video on how to get into first gear, if you're new to manual cars, watch that video before you finish this one. But for starting off on your uphill incline in first gear, all right, so just like our normal starting procedure, all right, you want to put your foot on the brake first. That's the first thing you want to do, all right, for starting off in a hill. You want to push that. Flies in here now, whatever. I guess you guys are just gonna, never mind, flew out. But on the brake first, all right. Then we want to push our clutch all the way into the floor, all right? For my vehicle, it'll start in first gear, but I want to take my e-brake off, all right? Take my e-brake off. My foot is on the brake. Your foot needs to be on the brake, all right? And for video's sake, I'll even start it off in neutral for you guys. But we can start our car now. But remember, before I start the car, you gotta stay on the brake, all right? Because you don't want your car to roll back into somebody else's car parked behind you. And if you're on a hill, you don't want to roll forward into somebody's car behind you. So you got to be on that brake, all right? If you're still scared, pull that e-brake back up. Okay, so we're going to start our car now. And to get started going forward on this uphill is you have to give it just a little bit more gas, okay, to get uphill, which means you got to let off the clutch just a tiny bit faster and give it just a little bit more gas to get up this hill so you don't stall out on the hill. All right, so our e-brake's off, first gear. All right, we're just gonna let off the clutch a little bit faster and just give it a little bit more gas when you're going uphill, trying to from park to get going. All right, so what you don't want to do, remember, is you want to be quick with your brake foot and your gas. So moving your right foot from the brake to the gas. You want to be a little quick with it, all right? You don't want to go slow, because remember, if you let off the clutch, start letting off the clutch and you're in first gear, your car will just stall, all right? But if you go too slow from letting your right foot off the brake to the gas, then you'll start rolling backwards, because you got your clutch leg and clutch foot on the clutch. So that means you're in neutral, basically, still. Even though the car is in first gear, you got that clutch held in, so the wheels have no friction. So that means the car is going to roll back if you don't get that right foot over to the gas fast enough. So here's what it's going to look like. So that's what it looks like, guys. Very simple to do, okay? Very simple to do, and you saw I gave it a little bit more gas, as you can hear, and the RPMs were a little higher to get me going up the rest of that incline hill. And that's how you get started from park to going on through a hill, guys. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, Moto AK-47. Appreciate you guys' time. Peace.